This is just a standard showcase of the Madolche deck because I quite like the Madolche deck. So, we will just be showcasing a game that I had against Tenyi Synchro, which is a very interesting deck to go against, to say the least. But, yeah, let's just get right into it. So starting off here, we have a interesting opening hand. We have two of our continuous spell cards, which we do not want to draw these, but you know, whatever, it's fine. It's not like you can't really do much about it anyways. Um, so we go for our standard line here. Oh, for a line here. We activate this along first because it gives us an additional normal summon, and yeah, that's about it. I there's really no reason to activate it. If you had Artemis, I think it is, you could probably work with it, but here it doesn't really work right now. Anyways, you're going to go through a fairly standard line, putting this here effect. See it up here. Exceeds class of flag, after will put the monster in the graveyard, should rank up into Ala mode effect, will shuffle a monster back, and this will trigger the Madolche Salon, special summoning, setting a Chateau and special summoning Angeli. Angeli will effect will special summon the Food Cake. Food Cake effect will banish it as Glass of Flay, adding a special summoning Messenger adding a Promenade. Chateau effect, shuffle in an Angeli, triggering the Princess again, not once per turn by the way. Special summoning Imageline. The reason I didn't go for a Messenger Auto because I already have one of the Promenades I have in deck in my hand, and I do not want to do not search the other one because you want to set it on your own turn, on your opponent's turn, off of the effect of Salon. So because these trigger both on both turns. So yeah. Salon would give us another normal summon for Food Cake. I normal summon the Food Cake because one, I have the material anyways for it, it's fine. But two, this battle immune Hoot Cake does come up sometimes. It's not very strong, but it does come up in the corner case people don't read Angeli, which amazingly most people don't read Angeli. I've had numerous players swing into this thing and wonder why it doesn't die. So it's not unsurprising, to say the least. So Gas Face Ignition trigger effect will activate, shuffling these back to the grave and Chateau adding them back to hand. So adding Hood Cake and Alma back to hand, activating the ticket and setting the Promenade and passing the turn. They're going to go for Water Enchantress, so they're going to go for Adventure Line. So the Aram is here, Promenade responds because I don't want them to insert their combo against Veiler with Griffin Rider. Then Ticket, Salon, Mandatory Effects, Salon will set on a Promenade, and Ticket will add me in Angeli. You could special summon here, but it's not advised. I advise against it. Anyways, you're gonna go for Vishuddha, special summon, link into Bruce Monko Tenyi, Monko Tenyi, Vishuddha, bounce Promenade, which is fine, whatever, soften anyways. Special summoning the Adhara, making Hulk. We Veiler here, and this is a very neat interaction actually. We Veiler, then there was some Jet Synchron. And then on summon of Jet Synchron, we use Teacher Glass of Lace Ignition effect to detach a Messenger Lotto, targeting herself, making her monster immune, and then using her trigger effect when a Madolche card is sent to the graveyard, which does trigger off of her own detach. To shuffle any card in the graveyard to back into the deck. Any card. So we are able in any other graveyard. So we special summon we shuffle the Adhara back into the deck because so they can't return Adhara or something. But then we also target the Veiler with this effect, and adding it and Chateau's effect will make it add back the hand. So we just recycled a Veiler, then they go to Auradon, then we Veiler in response to token generation because, yeah. But, and since Veiler isn't once per turn, we're able to negate. We basically represent 2 negates with 1 Veiler, which is very, very strong. Then this go up because he has no more place. So yeah, this deck's really good. Moving on to the deck itself. Um, we have a Veiler, 2 Maxi, 3 Ash, 3 Evangeline, a fairly standard core of 3 Evangeline, 2 Hood Kick, 2 Messenger Autos, 3 Angelis, 3 Petting Sears and a Pudding Cess. Nibiru for the corner case where you go for cases when you go second. Harpy's Feather Duster and Harpy's Feather Lightning Storm for the same cases. Small worlds. One Shadow, 1 Ticket, 1 Salon. We typically don't want to draw these, so it's good to just have these in hand. It's good to have these in deck because we search off the combo. Call by cross out, max call by max cross out to insert our combos as much as possible. Droplet is a good defensive and offensive card because you can set it going first or use it going second, which is in both cases are very strong. 2 imperms. It's a decent hand trap, but it's a hand trap doesn't put Monge in grave going second, so you're better off keeping this. You're much and then 2 promenade. 2 promenade because you want to set the other one off Salon. Then we have 1 effect Veiler. We have 2 Maxi and 3 Ash as well for hand traps. Just to briefly explain this over, the reason we have really good small world lines because small world by itself, any extra Madolche card in hand that you don't need represents can represent any Madolche card into a Magdalene, which is a spellcaster, which can bridge into a Veiler. Also, we also have bridge into Ash with any level 4 Madolche, banishing a Hoot Kick, bridging into the Ash Blossom, which is also very, very strong. And if you want, we also have very good native lines with this Kaiju, which is also quite decent. Where you can bridge any Madolche monster into bridge Maxi into a Kaiju, and vice versa even, where you can where you can do any Madolche monster into Kaiju into Maxi. Both cases are very, very, very good because that means you're able to natively search hand traps without ever needing to run a specific bridge, which is very, very strong. You can even replace Nibiru for the Kaiju, which is also quite decent. And for extra tech, we have 3 Glass of Flay. This helps in grind, but it's not necessary. We have 2 Tiaramisu, spin 4 easy. It's literally the second best move in the game, barring banishing face down, which doesn't happen typically. We have a Chocolate Ala mode, which is a non-once per turn trigger effect special summon. This thing is insane. It can overlay on top of a Glass of Flay. We have Zeus, 2 starts in the corner case that you open as Angelatos. There are lines for that, but there will be a guide in the description. Nightmare Unicorn, access code, an Underworld Goddess in the corner case that you do run into like fucking Crooked Cook or something and you need to out it really badly. We have, and yeah. And also our Zeus line's actually pretty good because you can make Glass of Flay, rank it up into a chocolate potting says Ala mode. Granted you're under Petting Sister lock because this does lock us into Madolches, but that's fine. Petting Sister lock. We can Ala mode rank up into rank up Ala mode and rank up into Zeus, which is a format Zeus. Going, let's say it's your turn 3 and you need like a board wipe. This is a very, very easy Zeus line that you can do. Maguska is pretty strong in case like you get asked, but you still have an extra normal summon, so you can just go for Maguska, try and stall the game a bit, so you can draw follow up. And yeah, that's a deck. This deck is pretty good, and even going up against the current meta, which is Branded Despia. The Branded Despia matchup, Mirror Jade being such a big card, and us being able to natively out it without targeting or destroying it by sending it back into the extra deck is very, very strong. So, yeah, that's about it. This deck is good. That's all I can say. Is it top tier? Absolutely not. There's still much better decks you can play. The end board is also quite weak. It's just Promenade. The only guaranteed negate is Promenade. Glass of Flay here can represent some disruption, but it's not the strongest kind of disruption in the world. Um, but what we lack in an end board, we can make up for in very, very strong tech cards, Call by the Grave, Droplets, Imperms, Small Worlds into Veilers. These are all strong power cards. You can even cut Lightning Storm for Dark Ruler No More or something in case you really, really want to go second. But I just keep these because of backward, because I want backward removal in my deck, because Eldritch is still quite popular in the format. So yeah, that's the deck. Quite strong. That's about it.